batch, which country comes to your mind that might potentially breed these wonders? France, Italy, Germany, or perhaps Japan and their famous Honda Civic Type R, or Suzuki SWIFT GTI from the 90s. It only had 100 horsepower, but because it was very light, it was also very, very fun. Well, that's gone now, and what replaces it is SWIFT SPORT Hybrid. Jesus Christ, another one. This hybrid batch, quite frankly, makes me feel a little bit uneasy. Too much sake in Japan, perhaps? Is this hot hatch fun or fraud? 1,
2, 3.
Okay, let's have a look under the bonnet. I've got a rather petite engine, 1.4 litre, which produces 129 horses and 235 newton meters of torque. The power is being sent to the front wheels, and the electric motor is... right, I can't find it. Now, just to give an idea, the previous generation of the SWIFT Sport was actually a little bit faster. It was also more powerful. But because here we've got an electric motor, it means we've got more torque available in the lower rev range, and it means this car is actually more fun on a daily basis versus a racetrack. And that's enough. Got numbers under the bonnet. So let's be honest, hot hatches are all about fun, but we still expect some degree of practicality. So all right, let's check the back seat. Well, actually, this is all right. This is also all right. Middle seat. Can you fit a giant like me? Well, clearly you're unreasonable. We can fit 2 adults and that will be all right. A quick look at the boot space. 265 litres, a very practical shape of the boot, underfloor storage where you can fit, well, absolutely nothing, and that is enough about the boot space. So the cabin is quite basic, but so is the price of the SWIFT Sport, because it costs just £23,000 in the UK. Basic, but functional. The quality of the materials, the fit and finish is actually all right. It wobbles just a little bit. I do like these red bits, although they probably should be yellow to match the exterior paint color of this car, which, by the way, I love. I like the steering wheel, it feels good in your hands actually. You've got the shortcut buttons, traditional display, I like that. Now the sport seats, they're body hugging, very body hugging, and if you're slightly on the chubby side, forget it. It's not gonna work. I do have seat heating, I like that. Traditional handbrake, I like the gear knob as well. Now the infotainment system, I've got this touch screen. The system is quite basic actually. Let's have a look at the navigation. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit sluggish, it's a little bit, oh dear, right. Clearly, I'm too stupid for the system. Anyway, you can plug in your iPhone on your Android if you don't like it, and that will sort out the problem. The cabin, it just works. It matches the nature of this car perfectly. say, how does this car feel to drive? Well, as you trot around town, you will feel some bumps, you will feel some imperfections, because the suspension here is fairly stiff. It is sporty, and the ride isn't what you call peachy. But can you live with this car on a daily basis without wearing some sort of padded knickers? You sure can. It is Japanese after all. As you hop on the motorway, pick up a bit of speed, you will have some tire noise, you will have some wind noise, but traveling here is alright, especially that adaptive cruise control does come as standard in Swift Sport. The visibility here is very good, the camera's not so good, no blind spot in the front, big rear window, and of course, being so small, it is ever so easy to maneuver this car in and out of car parks. God almighty, I've missed this, just to whiz in, whiz out. Because truth be told, the vast majority of cars is just getting bigger and bigger, like people. Now the fuel economy combination of congested city, B roads, motorway, and I'm averaging just over 6 litres, which is very good. And now that we've got all the practicalities out of the way, let's have some fun. There's no sport mode to whack this car into, so I'm just gonna have to make it all sporty with my right foot. Oh yes, your sweet little bee. This is actually a mild hybrid, which means that you still need a combustion engine to run this car. What the electric motor does here, it helps to get you going at the start and gives you that extra shove, that extra thrust as you travel. Now you see, 129 horsepower might not sound like a lot, but on a twisty road like this, when you push it, it sure does feel like a punchy little thing. The steering here is a little bit light, it's a little bit springy, but it's very responsive, and I like it. The clutch pedal is light, which means it's easy to use, even in a congested city. No worries, you won't stall it, okay, maybe once or twice, if you're clumsy, like myself. Now, 6-speed manual gearbox, boy oh boy, I've missed manuals. Very, very sad, because one day these things will be gone, forever and ever. So let's just enjoy it whilst we can. Now the gear change here is not too short, it's not too long, it's smooth and just right. Now because of all this, you can actually drive the Swift Sport on a daily basis without the Swift Sport driving you absolutely mad. This car weighs just over 1 ton and it feels exactly like this. Very light. The handling here is superb. Swift Sport grips so well, yet there's such a fine balance between stability and playfulness, because you can really chuck it around the corners. And it puts such a huge smile on your face. This car is cheerful, it's vibrant, just like the color. But let's not forget, being Japanese, it is most likely going to be one of the most reliable hot hatches out there. And it really reminds me of what hot hatches should be all about. Simple fun. Don't make it complicated. So, is Suzuki Swift Sport fun or fraud? Well, it's not a sham and it's not a scam, but a cool, alive, punchy little hot hatch that is affordable. I like this thing. I like it a lot. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching.
One eternity later.
When you think hot hatch, which country comes to your mind? 1.5 litre, 1.4 litre. Now the sport seats are very body hogging. So, hogging